What's going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. So I finally got shipping notice for the Darkside Collectibles T800 Ultimate Edition. So hopefully that ships on Monday and we receive it Wednesday. For right now, once I get it, I'm going to place it right here next to the Arnold bust. Eventually it will go down low once the Prime one ships. But until then, we're going to place it here. We'll place the Darkside T1000 right there when that ships, and then lower both as Prime one comes in. But I'm excited to get it. I don't own an Arnold 1/3. I had the quarter scale by Sideshow for many years, and I did like that premium format. It was a great piece, but it was too small. It was outdated. We sold it. We're going 1/3. So I'm excited for it. It's going to arrive. I also bought a custom piece for my Pennywise 1/3. You guys will see that in probably a few weeks. Really cool. So keeping a little on the DL, but I got something real cool coming. I'll do a video on that once that arrives. Nightmare Trash has their sale on the Necronomicon, so I'm going to buy that and place that right there. If anyone is interested in my custom one, I'm selling it. $100 shipped for this custom one. I do want to get rid of that since we're getting the wall mount version. So hit me up if anyone is interested. So someone had asked about this Wolf Predator mask by Casey McNabb, so I did want to do like a quick re-review for this piece. I've had this for a few years now, so I've never seen the Sideshow one in person. I have seen a custom one, and now this is a little 1/3 I got off eBay. I think it was made by a Korean dude, and I like this, and it has a laser, and it's a really cool little one. And he also made a life-size version, and my buddy bought the life-size version. I think it cost like $400 or $500 if I remember, and it was basically that, but life-size and more detailed. And I remember seeing it in person thinking it was incredible. And I really liked it. Now, the Sideshow one, I don't think it looks as good as the Casey McNabb one. However, it does have a proper wall mount, which is one thing I really dislike about the Casey McNabb one. That wall mount thing you see is something I bought off eBay, but it doesn't fit perfectly. I've even had the mask fall off of it at one point. So it's kind of like just jammed in there, and by force it's holding it. The way he did it is he kind of had just like a little pole stick up and hold it up. But here's the thing. Everyone wants to wall mount these things. No one wants to display them on a shelf. Shelf space is for statues and crucial things. They don't want to do it. He needs to make it a wall mount version. So I really dislike that. So I'll say design-wise is terrible because he doesn't do a wall mount. He should do some sort of cool wall mount. Now he charges a lot for these. I can't remember the exact price I paid. I think it was, God, how much was that? $300 to $400? Something like that. I literally can't remember. I'd have to go back and look at my messages. But I do think it, for not including a base, like a proper wall mount and whatnot, I think it's pretty overpriced. The Sideshow one, I think, goes for $500. I would say go for Sideshow. If I had the choice to buy both, even if this looks slightly better, I'd go for Sideshow due to the fact it includes the wall mountable base. Or the custom. The custom is actually the best. That's the best one I've seen. I think that one tops this one, even in terms of paint and detail. I wish it would have bought my buddies because he's actually selling at one point. But at that point, I didn't have a wolf bust, and I didn't really need the mask. It just wasn't working at that exact moment. I regret not buying it. I've almost bought the Sideshow, but some of the greedy eBay people were wanting like $1,200. I really wanted a wolf mask, so Casey McNabb was the next best option. So his does have a laser. I'm not going to turn it on because I don't want it to fall out. I cannot touch this, but the material is nice. It is just like a wired thing. You can see through it. I'm not a huge fan when it's just wires. I like them when they do some sort of, look at this one. It has the wires, but it has something right there to like cover it. I prefer that look versus just wires that see through. I really should put something inside the eyes because, you can just, from the back side of it, insert something almost like a sunglasses material, like the flexible kind. Something like that, I feel like would work better behind it. So I think he should do that. Now, you can customize this to your liking in terms of paint app. He can change things. And if I was to guess, I believe this sculpt is just a Sideshow recast. Like, I'm pretty confident he just recasted Sideshow's mask and just sells them. Which I believe is like the original movie molds and like Studio 80i, I think. I'd have to research more into it, but I'm pretty confident that's what it is. The mask does look great. I would say the eyes is the one thing I'm not the biggest fan of. All the markings on the head look good. The scratch marks, the little horns coming out look good. It is mostly, obviously, a gray mask. And then there's like some brown and bronze, and overall the paint app does look good. And show you this one. See, this one is obviously not just like a wire, just like kind of sculpted in. And then it has the light up feature. There you go. And this one actually is a laser. The battery, I think, is kind of weak. Yeah, the battery's weak. There you go. Yeah, there it is. Boom. So I like that. This one's an actual laser. And that's how it was on the life size as well. It was an actual laser. This one's not a laser. It's just like 3 little red lights. Similar to that one. That one's not a laser either. This one, that laser actually just comes out. At one point, it actually fell out, so I had to use putty to install it. Now, there's no doubt the Casey McNabb one is more detailed and looks better than that, but that one has a really cool wall base. And it is a very simplistic one. I think this was actually cheaper, though, than this one. So, yeah. That base, I think, cost me like $100 on eBay. It's a decent wall base. It's better than nothing. And then I got this custom made. It did not include that little logo. I wanted something. So overall, I'd probably rate this like a 7 out of 10 piece. I think it should be cheaper. I think in general he overprices his products. They're good, but it's not like mind-blowing. They're definitely overpriced. But there's also just not a lot of options as well. That's the thing. If there was more options, then I think his pricing would just be way out of whack. But there's just not a lot of options. I haven't seen the Korean eBay seller sell his ever again. He did a run, I think, of, let's just say 100. He sold them all on eBay, and then he stopped making them. So I'm glad I at least got this little 1/3 one. So I can display it on the base. I could display it here. So I'm glad I bought that, but I do wish I bought the life size as well. Although I'm not 100% sure if the life size was wall mountable, if I'm brutally honest. I can't remember. It's been probably 6 years since I've seen that one in person. My buddy moved back to Mexico, the one who owned it. I did a video at his house once, so you guys can go back, and I believe it was in that video. He had the Berserker Predator with the wolf mask. But anyways, folks, that's kind of just like a quick review of the Casey McNabb Wolf Predator mask. So would I sell it if I could get one that had a proper base, like basically like this? I mean, this is multifunction. So where is that? Basically like this. No, I want a life-size version of this. So, I mean, this is magnetic. So, check that out. It's a really strong magnet, actually. Oh, my Jupiter. Yeah, that is strong as fuck. But the life size, I'd obviously want a hole for a nail. Yeah, pretty strong magnet on this thing, which is really cool, actually. But I want a life-size version like that. This does work, but I would prefer something like I just showed you. a life-size version of that. In essence, a Sideshow one with better paint app. Because the Sideshow one, the paint app was only okay. If anything, buy the Sideshow, send it to Casey and have him repaint it. Because he will do repaints. Anyways, folks, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one.